asked to make a little explainer video of how I'm using AI. And the first thing that I want to show, I mean, there's a lot of uses going on in my world and with our team. But the first one, which I think is one of the most powerful, is a couple of flows I'm using around meeting recordings and extracting intelligence and insight from meeting recordings. So I'll just show you a couple of things. I'm going to switch over. This is Safari. So what I'm using in my computer, I'm using Edge as my main browser. You can see everything is there. And then what I have is what I call my AI browser, which has Gemini. It has Notebook LM. It has Claude, DeepSeek, Grok 3. And I have obviously the app for GPT. So that's a little way that I'm kind of separating. I also have Brave as my social media browser there. Yeah, the AI stuff is basically here. Now, the use case that I really want to share is meetings and what I'm doing with meetings. So basically every single meeting in the company gets recorded and uploaded into Fireflies. Now, I'm not only using Fireflies, I'm using this thing called Granola that records everything locally. I'm also using another software called Fathom that looks something like this. And why I'm doing this is to really test between them, see who's winning. And the answer is, so far, Fireflies is definitely winning. So these are all the recordings there. I have to say the interface of Fathom is nicer, but the functionality of Fireflies is winning so far. Now, we'll go over to Fireflies. So I want to do a specific kind of use case for how I use this stuff. Okay, so the first thing, so this was a pretty important call here, introducing David to Bruce, my cousin and a key figure in our team. I'm going to just show you guys, well, the first thing that it does the summary. So you can see we have a one paragraph overview. This is useful at a glance, but what's more interesting for me is that we have, these kinds of, we have the full transcript here with the names categorized, and then we have time-coded links to all of the outline, and then the notes, along with who said it, along with the action items. Now, interestingly enough, these get pushed into our Notion, which is here. So I can show you. That's going to look something like that. Okay, it takes the notes, it puts it into the Notion. This becomes kind of like the global brain of the company. But the main thing that I want to show you is a couple of other tricks. So first of all, we have this Ask Fred. So we can query the conversation. Most of the tools are offering this by now. You can choose free, 1 credit per prompt, 2 credits per prompt. If you were doing let's say lower value calls, like say basic customer service calls, that kind of thing, you don't need to use the credits. But because we're discussing high impact, we're discussing projects with NASA and with Meta and with Qualcomm and these billion-dollar companies, so trillion-dollar companies. So I don't want to be sparing any expense on the queries. So I'll put a advanced large there, and I'm going to say, please, this is one of my favorite kind of queries to ask. Please clearly structure all of David's points in an organized way in order of importance. Every single one of David's points in order of importance, and feel free to reorganize his statements from the transcript. I'm still testing which what's best to use here. Reorganize if it helps in terms of structure. Okay, so that means that if he's saying something that's relevant for something else, the AI has license to restructure it. And I also want to say for each one of his points, share 2 to 3 creative and out of the box ideas from your side to support such his ideas. Okay. So then we go, okay, I'm going to copy that first, and we go bang. We wait a minute. Now that's one kind of flow that's built in. That costs each time. Let me show you another little trick here. We can download the transcript. Okay, so first of all, it's already generated that. Okay, theme for the show. Leverage senior leaders to host classes. Okay, partner with Meta. Host virtual events and webinars. Experiment with habit formation techniques. Okay, so that there is a pretty nice little summary. Now what we can do, which is also very interesting, and I do this quite often, I'm still kind of like always playing around, testing the different LLMs and everything. So now we're going to download the transcript as a PDF. And I'll show you, this brings up another part of the flow. So one thing that I'm doing here is that in my iCloud under 2025, I have my transcripts folder, and I have my to transcribe folder. To transcribe can be voice messages, my voice recordings, all kinds of things which need to be transcribed. So these are all audio files, and then these go into the upload feature of here, upload audio or video. And then on the other hand, the transcripts go into the transcripts folder, which looks like there. So that's a nice way to share between my different devices. Sometimes it'll be on the iPad, sometimes it'll be on the laptop, sometimes it'll be on the phone, etc. Vision Pro now. And so where did that one go? We'll go back to that one there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload it with the same, well, I'm going to use 03 Mini instead of 4.0, which is what the built-in thing was using. I guess they haven't, OpenAI hasn't released 01 Mini. So here we go. Okay, bang. Okay, so you see it reasoning through there, and it's going to produce the output. I can't wait for the structure. Okay, there we go. Exercise must be compelling, not mandatory. Okay, creative ideas. Okay, so what we can do now is we can compare the 4.0 output built into old Fireflies with what ChatGPT 03 Mini is saying, with a bit of reasoning, and you can see it's already put the compelling, not mandatory thought at the top in front of the corporate gyms. So that's something that what I do is I'll make a Google Doc with both of them, and I'll just kind of read through each one, pull the best ideas from one, take it to the other one, and you know, that there is one kind of like use case, how to download the transcript, upload it somewhere, and then, you know, play around with it more, especially with the new reasoning models. Let me do one other thing to show you. If I wanted to send a compelling and inspirational follow-up email to David. Give me 3 ideas of what such an email should say. 3 diverse ideas of what such an email could say. Be sure to recap the key points relevant to scaling our impact. Okay, bang. Okay, so you can see that's just a one-click, beautifully composed follow-up email. You can choose which one you like the best, tweak it, take ideas from each one, but at least the kind of, the nitty-gritty, the busy work of like sitting down and writing the email is kind of done. It's a running start, if you will. So that's, I guess, a little overview. Thank you for your attention. Hope this helps, and looking forward to your thoughts. Bye for now.